Now, he is one of Britain's most wanted men, and yet the trail has gone cold. Anxiang is suspected of murdering a family of 4 from Northampton 3 months ago over a business deal gone wrong. Detectives believe he may have fled to London and that he may be seeking a new identity in Chinatown. The area may hold the key to finding him, but police must break down barriers and persuade the community to come forward. Our Midlands correspondent Darshana Soni has this special report.
There has been no news for months now. He has vanished into the shadows. A seemingly ordinary middle-aged man who is now one of Britain's most wanted. One theory, that the clue to his disappearance may lie in London's Chinatown. Unusually, for an investigation of this scale, there hasn't been a single confirmed sighting of Anxiang. He seems to have vanished. The police have appealed to the community here for help, but it's a community that traditionally has been reluctant to come forward.
The Chinese communities, to some extent, are very isolated.
Bobby Chan has worked here for over 40 years at a legal advice and support centre.
Firstly, they come from China, so they have a particular views about the police in the first place. And secondly, is that the type of experience they have in this country in relation to policing, because the first thing if they report any crimes to the police, usually they have their own immigration status being checked first instead of dealing with the crime. And so it spread throughout the community and they wouldn't go to the police at all.
Sensitive to this mistrust of cultural differences and language barriers, Northamptonshire police must conduct their search. We were given access to the police operation.
Hi. Hello. Hello. Can we come in?
No. The officers are looking for a possible associate of the businessman. Among the possessions Du left behind was a piece of paper with a name scrawled on it.
Is that somebody who, you've met before or you've seen? Or
do you recognise him at all?
The wrong identity, and so the police move on. Anxiang ran this Chinese herbal remedy shop in Birmingham, but he had had a bitter fallout over the profits with his ex-business partner, Helen Chu. The day before the murders, Du lost a civil court case against her for thousands of pounds. It's thought he was seething with resentment. Du boarded a train to Helen Chu's home. It's believed he stabbed her and her husband Jeff, and when he realised their 2 young daughters were upstairs, he killed them as well. All 4 members of the same family, described by those who knew them as talented yet humble, friendly and kind. On the way to Northampton, Du had been captured on dozens of cameras, and yet after the murders, not a single sighting. One officer told me it was as if he'd become invisible. Could he have looked for a new identity in Chinatown? Du's getaway car was abandoned nearby. His mobile phone, credit cards and bank account haven't been touched since. But there are some here who feel the Chinese community is being unfairly stereotyped.
I do not subscribe to the fact that he's been sheltered. We do not see this as a Chinese issue or Chinese murder. It's a murder. It's a murder case you're dealing with. All right, so be it non-Chinese. It shouldn't be stereotyped that way.
So, which is the next one? It was up north.
Breaking down barriers can be difficult for detectives, who are convinced Du did flee to the Chinatown area.
I really don't know too much about this.
Have you heard anything in the Chinese community?
Businesses have been asked to display wanted posters, but a shop owner told us it's considered bad luck. And we only found 2 that had done so. Some also said they didn't want to be seen as cooperating with the police. Even as we film this report, one community leader claimed that the police can't even come here and hand out leaflets without the community's permission.
Would you seek their permission?
I think we'd seek their consent, not necessarily the permission, because
the detective leading the inquiry says the police have engaged the Chinese community, but they must be sensitive to cultural differences.
They are a closed community, tend to keep themselves to themselves. I can respect that. That's their culture, that's their beliefs. It's up to me and my team to get their confidence.
And gaining their confidence may be the key to solving this case and finally apprehending Anxiang. Darshana Soni, Channel 4 News in London's Chinatown.